What's the hardest part of being a single parent? He's holding two jobs. She's juggling 3 kids in college classes. He's doing bedtime stories after 12-hour shifts. She's figuring out dinner with $20 and a prayer. They are single parents, raising children, building futures, carrying it all, alone. This video is for them. The heroes without capes. The moms and dads who never get a break, but never stop trying. Today we ask the question no one answers out loud. What's the hardest part of being a single parent? And the answers? They're honest, heavy, and very human. Number 1. Carrying the full mental load alone. Single parents, whether moms or dads, carry the mental weight of an entire household. Brain, who's taking the child to the clinic? Brain, what's for lunch tomorrow? Brain, did the rent go through? Brain, is the school project done? No one's helping with reminders. No one's double-checking your list. You are the planner, the scheduler, the problem solver. And when it's just you, no partner to tag in, no one to run interference, it's like spinning 10 plates and praying none of them crash. The mental load is invisible, but it's constant. Number 2. Feeling the guilt from all sides. Moms and dads both wrestle with guilt. It hits in different ways, but it stings just as deep. Maybe you miss a recital because of work. Maybe you can't afford what other kids have. Maybe you lose your temper and then sit in silence afterward, crushed by regret. There's guilt for what your child doesn't have. Guilt for what you couldn't give. Guilt for needing a break, and guilt for taking one. And it doesn't matter how hard you try. There's always this little voice whispering, you're not doing enough. But you are. Number 3. The financial tightrope. Single parenting and financial pressure go hand in hand. You're running a household on one income, or sometimes none. T-shirt kids outgrow clothes. Bus transport costs add up. Hospital medical emergencies don't ask if it's payday. If you're a mom, you might face wage gaps or lose hours because childcare falls on your shoulders. If you're a dad, you might deal with legal fees, child support, or systems that assume you're not involved. You stretch every dollar. You skip meals. You hide the stress behind a smile. It's a tightrope walk with no net underneath. Number 4. The loneliness nobody talks about. Loneliness is one of the hardest parts, and it doesn't care if you're male or female. It's the quiet evenings after the kids are asleep. It's the birthdays spent alone. It's watching couples at school events while you stand solo at the back. For many single dads, it's the emotional isolation, people assuming men don't need support. For many single moms, it's being strong all day and then crying in the shower at night. You love your kids fiercely, but that doesn't erase the ache of adult connection. And it's not about romance. It's about being seen, heard, understood. Number 5. No sick days, no time off. As a single parent, getting sick isn't an option. Who will watch the kids? Who will make the meals? Who will drive them to school? You push through migraines, fevers, and exhaustion because your child needs you. If you're a dad, you might work construction, get injured, and still show up at the football game. If you're a mom, you might be up all night with a sick toddler, then head straight to work in the morning. There's no calling in. No time to crash. You carry on because you have to. Number 6. Every decision feels like life or death. Single parents don't have the luxury of bouncing ideas off a partner. You make all the choices, big and small, by yourself. School, which school? Mobile phone, should they have a phone? Pouting face, how do you handle that tantrum? And if something goes wrong, you blame yourself. Because there's no one else to blame. You doubt your instincts. You second-guess your actions. You lie awake at night wondering if you're ruining their future. It's decision fatigue, and it's real. Number 7. Co-parenting challenges and absent parents. Some single parents co-parent. Some don't. Either way, it's complicated. If your ex is in the picture, you deal with missed pickups, broken promises, and inconsistent rules between households. If they're gone, you carry the emotional weight of both parents. You answer the tough questions. Why doesn't mommy call? Why doesn't daddy visit? Is it my fault? And the pain behind those questions stays with you. Whether you're a mom or dad, explaining someone's absence never gets easier. Number 8. The judgment never ends. Society loves to judge single parents. Pushpin, she's probably lazy. Pushpin, he must have walked out. Pushpin, that child doesn't have a chance. Whether you're a mom labeled too strict, or a dad assumed to be uninvolved, the bias is constant. You walk into a room and feel the stares. You apply for jobs and get questioned about your availability. You take your child to the park and someone asks, where's the other parent? You learn to tune it out. But some days it still cuts deep. Number 9. Dreams put on hold. Single parents, mothers and fathers, often have to press pause on their own lives. Graduation cap that degree? Briefcase that promotion? Airplane that travel plan? Red heart that relationship? All postponed. Because you need to pick up your kid from daycare. Because you can't afford to go back to school. Because your nights are filled with lullabies, not date nights. You trade your dreams for stability. You give up what you want, so your child can have what they need. It's sacrifice and silent heartbreak. Number 10. Burnout becomes a way of life. You wake up tired. You go to bed tired. You live tired. Burnout isn't an occasional visitor. It moves in. And it doesn't matter if you're a dad fixing lunches at 6 a.m. or a mom juggling 2 jobs and school drop-offs. You're emotionally, mentally, and physically stretched. But you don't stop. Because your child depends on you. Because love powers you. Because quitting isn't an option. But burnout leaves scars. Number 11. Being both parent and protector. As a single parent, you are everything. The nurturer. The provider. The protector. The enforcer. If someone hurts your child, you're the shield. If they feel scared, you're the comfort. If life breaks them down, you build them back up. Moms and dads alike carry the pressure of being the safe place. And some days it feels like the world is against you. But you keep showing up. Because your child is watching. And learning what strength looks like. Number 12. The deep fear of failing them. No matter how much you do, there's a fear that lingers. What if I mess this up? What if I can't give them the life they deserve? What if they grow up resenting me? That fear doesn't care if you're male or female. It lives in your heart. In the quiet hours. In the moments when the weight feels too heavy. You wonder if love is enough. You pray that your best is good enough. And you carry on, hoping, trying, loving harder every day. Number 13. The invisible wins that no one sees. Single parents celebrate victories that others miss. Fork and knife with plate when you feed your kids with a tight budget. Teddy bear when you fix a toy with tape because new ones aren't an option. Books when your child aces a test and you know you helped study. No one cheers. No one claps. But these small wins? They're massive. You're not just surviving. You're thriving in ways people will never understand. And that matters. Number 14. The strength behind the smile. So what's the hardest part of being a single parent? Maybe it's the pressure. Maybe it's the loneliness. Maybe it's the silence when you need to scream. But also, it's waking up and doing it anyway. It's pushing through tears. It's showing up for school plays with your head held high. It's doing the job of 2 without breaking. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. And you do. Clapperboard final thoughts, from the heart. Studio microphone voiceover, slow, sincere, powerful. To every single parent watching this, mom or dad, you are seen. You are strong. You are enough. You are building a life out of love and sacrifice. You are shaping the future. One bedtime story, one packed lunch, one deep breath at a time. And no matter how heavy it feels, you are never alone. There's a whole world of single parents just like you, rising, healing, hoping. This is your story, your strength, your legacy. Direct hit end screen. Speech balloon, if you're a single parent, drop your story in the comments. Let's lift each other up. Pushpin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs encouragement today. You matter. Your journey matters. Your kids are watching you shine.